So the question here is, how do you protect your business during protests? We live in the age of maandamano, and I mean, it has been really bad for businesses. It's been tough, and just there are small things that you could help you just survive it. Let me say survive it, because it's hard to thrive during this time. But number one, how do you protect your property? For example, you have a business that is in an area where protests happen and protests usually go on. How do you do that? So one, you could consider taking out insurance for your premises. It might be a bit pricey, but it is worth your while, so that if there are break-ins, there's losses, that you are protected from that, and you're able to survive it if such an eventuality should happen, God forbid. Number two, it is generally make sure that the business is well physically protected. If you have display areas, that you have moved expensive items to the back or to a more protected area where someone cannot easily break in, get something out and leave, even if they are trying many people. So I've seen businesses move the items to other rooms that are not in the display area. Now, where you have to keep your staff at home and they're capable of working from home. Say, for example, if you provide services, or you run a business where people are able to still work from home. How do you manage that? One, you have to set very clear objectives for those particular days. I know you're supposed to have clear objectives for employees either way, anyway. But for those days that they're working from home, it needs to be very clear what work they're supposed to do, when the deadlines are at, what are they supposed to achieve. The goals must be very, very clear for them, so that you're not having to try and call everyone, have you done this, have you done the other. Make sure that those objectives have been very, very clearly communicated, and put a very tight leash in terms of reporting. So the reporting must be more often, especially when someone is working where they're not being observed. But how about businesses that you can't have your employees working from home? For example, a restaurant or a salon, where the business premises is the only place work can happen. You might want to consider delivery, because you could close your doors, but you can have maybe 1 or 2 employees report to work, and have delivery business being channeled, and invest a little bit more, because I'm supposing you're already investing in marketing. Invest a little bit more on marketing for those days in terms of delivery. Say, guys, we're closed physically, but we can deliver food to you, or we can send a hairdresser to you, or we can send a nail artist to you, so that at least even during those days you're still able to carry out your business and at least make some money without having your doors closed. Another thing that will affect you is generally the economy will be unstable during the time we're having protests. Try and cut down on spending as much as possible, so that you're able to survive this time. Try and cut off, even if you're going to do stocks, you just buy a little less if it's possible. Negotiate on minimum order quantities if you have suppliers that have that. Just spend less during this time, so that you're able to now at least manage your cash as best as possible. And all the best, and we hope that this is quickly resolved.